Happy Sunday. Didn't I have a stream recently on Sunday as well? Alright, let's get in the game so that we're not listening to this. This music's loud. Okay, so we're right back here. Alright. So yeah, happy Sunday. Hope everyone's had a good week. And did not stream yesterday, had stuff going on. And so thought I'd make up a little bit of today, or make up a little bit for today. And let me give a quick recap of this game. This game is Paranormasight. It's very cool so far. It's a visual novel with some mystery and some horror. And I think some of the coolest parts is the rotating, being able to like rotate the screen, and some of it is 360. This one isn't, but when it's 360, things can happen if you like face a certain way, things like that, jump scares in that way, whatever. So very cool game so far. Really enjoying it. So the game starts out with us, who we are Shogo Okie. We're the main character. We work in an office, and we met this girl named Yoko Fukunaga, and she, I don't remember how we met her, but she is a big fan of the occult, and we are into her. Shogo Okie is into her, and she wanted to go search for something called, she wanted to do something with the rite of resurrection to resurrect her dog. And we all support this because, you know, dogs are great. And, yeah. The rite of resurrection was just a myth, being able to have the power to resurrect something. And so we went with her to look for clues about that. And in doing so, we have found more than we bargained for. She is dead. And now we are trying to use the rite of resurrection for her. And we have this thing called a cursed object. I think. Cursed echo? We have a cursed stone. The Whispering Canal is what the cursed stone ours is. And it relates to one of the stories that it's from, and it's basically anyone who turns away from us, we can kill. And by killing someone, we get souls. We get souls, and the rite of resurrection requires 100 souls, soul dregs. And right now, so we've killed 2 people at the moment. One of them was this guy, Tetsuo Tsutumi. No, not him. We killed Takumi Yumioka, and we killed him. He was a coworker, and he was basically asking us for the cursed stone to try and give it to someone else. And he gave us 1 soul. Then we killed someone else who jumped us, but we don't even know their name. They are not even in this person of interest. And he was worth like 30 soul dregs. So we're at like 30 soul dregs at the moment. And we need 100 to resurrect Yoko. And it's really just like the question of, do we kill to resurrect this girl who we don't know that well? And so what we've been doing is we've been moving from place to place and seeing where we can like find the curse bearers, and because they're worth more souls than non-curse bearers, basically. So we're trying to find them and kill them, I suppose, or at least see what's going on with them. So yeah. Right now we're at a high school, and I don't remember which curse is here, but I suspect she might be able to tell us something. Student. A girl in a school uniform came climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. Huh? I think she's hiding in her hand. Uh-oh. Oh, she's a curse bearer. No doubt about it. That's a curse stone. This girl's a curse bearer. Ooh. I don't want to kill her. It just... Okay, man. The only person I really kind of wanted to kill was the first guy, because he was lying to us and he seemed really sus. The second guy, I didn't want to kill. And I promise it just automatically happened. I didn't press the button. It just happened. So, Yeah, it seems like you can choose to kill someone or not, and that might affect the ending that you get, things like that. Alright, this girl's a curse bearer. Okay. That girl, she's a curse bearer. There's no way we're gonna kill her. What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Well... I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now, so I gotta go. Ooh, we can kill her right now! I don't want to kill her. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm using my mouse. See? I'm using my mouse. I got both hands up. I'm not killing her. Hey, wait. Huh? Dude, I told you I didn't kill her. Look. Wait. A curse? Why? Wait, did we do that? There's no way, dude. I didn't do it. I promise. It can't be. Ah! Mio, I'm sorry. Her friend Mio died. She was trying to resurrect her. There's no way we did that. Wait, say 36% additional or just 36 total? I killed her. No, I didn't. I promise. You guys saw me. Like, my hands were up. I'm innocent. Yes, I got a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. Dude, you killed a young girl. I mean, it's wrong to kill anyone, but come on, man. People in school. How many more do I need? 1, 2. Shogo Okie, 3 a.m. Alright, on to the next one. Dude, this is like easy for him. First, the one-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. Then the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. Just going to here, former Yasuda Gardens. We're trying to find the curse bearers here. I'm telling you, man, I'm not trying to kill them. The game's just making me do it. The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However, it feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or a groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku public hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. I'm scared. Look at this background though. It looks like very blurred. Almost looks like some watercolor or something. I don't know. I'm scared I'm going. Oh! So, have you decided what you're going to do? With your... I'm scared. Oh, so precious. Curse stone? Yeah. As soon as I stuck into the grounds, a woman inside called out from behind me. I've been waiting for you. I have a curse stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Dang it, did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me anytime. I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't hover my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now. Maybe I can get some information by talking about something that catch her interest. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of highest social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place? I want to see if there's a shadow over her. Okay. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone, depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? She's annoyed. Sure, go on. If we're going to talk, we should get to know each other better. Bruh. My name is Shug. Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 7. 7? 7 what? 7 what? Should I do it again? Or you just tell me your name. Wait. ... okay. Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Alright. Huh? Alright, ma'am. Yes? What is it? Ugh, this is bad. She's completely running the show here. 6. Oh, we get 6 dialogue options. Okay. Understood. That's not very many. I've had enough. 2 curse bearers. Shouldn't be carried on like this. 5. Oh, shoot. Okay. If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How does she know so much? I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 4. Only 4 options? Do I die in 4 if I don't get it right? You want soul dregs. That means you're after the right of resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 3. My son. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. Ah. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had such a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them, even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story. This makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. 2. What items do I have here? Not much. He still won't hand it over. 1. I mean, if I just ask her another question, do I just die? Does the run end? Alright. I'm gonna do this. The cursed stone of the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries, is currently 67% filled with soul dregs. What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing, even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly stripped naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, then I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I ever got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Alright, let's check the curse of the Evergreen Beach real quick. Alright, beautiful beech tree stood in the garden. It was so impressive that the house became known as a... Somehow no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. However, this particular species was actually an evergreen. So like a fallen leaves. I feel like I'm just gonna die here. So if I can't figure out her curse, I'll have to set it off my own. I don't see how I can make her leave though, not while she has the upper hand. All I can think of is to make her use her curse. Dang it! But there's no way I could counterattack her after she curses me. I don't think there's really... What if I ask her like, take a walk with me, and then let her go first, and then she'll turn her back to us, right? That seems like the only chance. But it seems like we're dead. We can't think, we can't use an item. It looks like this is the only option. Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty? You're half right. But half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? I'm dead, right? 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Oh. Farewell. No! Ah, fire! Fire! It's so hot. It burns! It burns us! Fire! That's what it was. Wait. What was? That guy. Dang it. He must have been following me. Wait. What? Hang on. What about this guy? What? But it's already too late. This seems like a forced death. Is that wrong? Shogo Okie deceased. Alright, so now the news story happens. My bee. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. It was not all in vain, however, as you finally realize how the curse is activated. Fear not. I don't realize how the curse is activated, though. What? I don't understand. What activated it? Something with fire? But what? Fear not. You may have as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. Very well. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return. But bear in mind, Shogo Okie has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. Alright, so this is some fourth wall stuff. Right? Because he's talking to me. When Shogo doesn't actually know. And she's here, right? Yes. Okay. Dang it, did I expose myself? Okay. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. Alright, I still don't know what the condition is. About curse stones, okay? If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's swimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? Okay. 7. What was the condition? Oh! The lighter? I can throw it away. I see. The 100-day lighter that saved my life. It still has a tiny bit of fuel left. I did not try the lighter. That was a thing I did not try. I tried to use the curse stone. I did not try the lighter. Alright, fair enough. Huh? Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Yes, really throw it away. Not sure why, but here goes nothing. 100 yen lighter discarded. Hmm? What did you just... Why throw away your lighter all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you... I'm not killing her. I'm not killing her. Though she did try and kill me. Though the thing is that I don't know how much she's actually worth because she probably didn't kill very many. If she's trying to just steal them instead, you know? But it might be a baseline of 30 because that's how much we got from the first guy. Oh no, the second guy rather. The first curse bearer. That's how much we got. Great screen. This can't be. My Shuichi. Shuichi? Isn't that a Danganronpa character? The main character, even? Hearthstone, the Whispering Canal has gained 25 soul dregs. Alright, so we're at 92% now. But what about the other guy? Did the private investigator tell her that I had a lighter? Or did she just know? I can only go here, so... Shall we? Hey, quick question for ya. What the? The glasses! Pushes up glasses. Sorry this is so sudden, but I've gotta ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? What? The curse echo. Is this his curse echo? Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? Don't tell me it has something to do with activating his curse. Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? Well, we may as well try and hide it, right? Like, let's read this curse again. So this curse is for the one-sided reed. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Let's try and lie. What's that? The heck is that? You took too long to answer. Oh, am I dead? Huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. Oh shoot. I knew it. You're a curse bearer too. You can stop trying to hide it now, now that you're doing a very good job. Alright, he baited me. Dang it! Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name is Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echo is the Foot Washing Mansion. Oh! Okay. Now let's read what he's about. Yutaro Namigaki, university student, foot washing mansion. The young man encountered at Ryogoku Bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. Right. A chat. I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Yeah, we would never kill this guy right away, right? Right. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. A young man, probably younger than me. Maybe a college student? This guy is quite the bold character. He's got confidence, I'll give him that. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? Together soul dregs? Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it, we could split the work and we'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it. I can't do that alone either. I see. This is going nowhere. I'm not going to give away my soul dregs. If I killed someone and I have soul dregs, I should at least not make it be for nothing, you know? That's my logic. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just gonna have to trust me. Or do you think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 92%. Why would you tell him that? You fool! Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What? Nani? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. Bruh. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I haven't gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you... What the... Is this the voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Dang it! I'm dead. Well, that went well. What is the condition then? Oh, it might be. You seem to have arrived at a lesson for. Okay, yeah. This might be mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade courses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not. You may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Utaro. You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Do I? Remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. But bear in mind, Shogo Oki has no way of... Okay. Yeah, we have to do it for him. Okay, that's fair. The canal where the one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere, but now there's no trace of it left. Ryogoku Bridge. The large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakudocho in Chuo City. I'm not gonna read that, sorry. Oh, what? Who are you? What the? How did you? Oh, don't mind me. Utaro said he wants to talk. You'd better answer quickly. Well, you know that. Wait, what? I can't talk to her? A chat between two curse bearers. What's he trying to pull? I didn't notice her before. I only have my curse stone. I guess we have to talk to him. Fine. Okay. Alright then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks! Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul jugs do you have right now? Right. I have some, of course. I'm more than competent after all. I'm asking you how many. I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate, I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 90. Wow, dude, you can't just like tell him this. You fool. I died again! Alright, I need to think about this. You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of. Do I? What does that mean? Oh, this woman here. I can't talk to her. It says the foot washing mansion. Is that why there are only legs? I have a way to avoid curses that no one else is capable of. Isn't that just that I can reload? Can't talk to her. I can only talk to him. And he just kills me, right? He just kills me. Wait. No way. Hang on. I'm thinking of something here. I have something insane. Alright, he gives a hint. You can't block out by plugging your ears as soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo. No way. Hang on. No voice audio. Is this... If this is the way, that's insane. Oh, also so cool. Okay, I turned off voice audio. No. Alright, see, watch this. Okay, if this works, this game is sick. No, the game's already cool, but this is like next level stuff. What are you... Hmm? A voice? I don't hear any voice. Oh! I turned off voice audio and it worked. What? There's no way. And yet, there he is. And yet there he is, perfectly unharmed. How? What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse's conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Itaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the heck away from here. You son of a... Fine. I'll just be on my way then. But mark my words, I'll make you regret this. What about the woman? We're just gonna, like, ignore her? Like, we're just gonna just... I don't know. She's just fine? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm not killing them. That's not me. And she just bailed. I can kill her too. She knows. She just bailed. Kirsten of the Wishman Canal has gained 20% soul dregs. Thank goodness. And now I've gotten the last of the soul dregs I need. Was that just a coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Things are going well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, I should check my curse stone. It should have gained a lot just now. What the? What? Curse stone is evolving? Dun 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 dun. What? Did I just die? Story chart unlocked. Did I just die? Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is a screen which will appear when you open the story charts. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We would call this exactly the power that Shogo Okie had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been unlocked until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Nice, okay, good. By the way, Should you use the story chart to replay a past event? Do you know what you must do, and where? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? You come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the letter and voice earlier, Shoko Okie has no way of knowing that himself. Ah, on that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Okie has killed with his curse? I only killed one! Because I only pressed it once, right? Is that how it works? Alright, so let's count here. So, okay, let's assume we didn't kill Yoko. It would have been Tatsumi, the guy in the dark, the schoolgirl, the woman at the gardens, and then this man. So it'd be 5 normally, assuming we didn't kill Yoko. So, but I only pressed it for the first person. I'm gonna pick one. I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 4. 4. Well, that is all. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Alright, hang on. So we've killed 4 people. This is the only branch we have. So we have to go back to here. Summary of previous events. Shogo Okie is with Yoko Fukunaga at Kinshibori Park, searching for one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. His interest in the occult starts to grow as he learns more about it from Yoko. Let's resume instead of restart, see what happens here. Ooh, I do not know where I'm supposed to begin here. If we're gonna try and save her, if she's supposed to survive this, we should probably start before the something's happened to Yoko part. Let's think about this. What condition did she meet for the other curses? The Tatsumi guy was not a curse bearer. Actually, we could... I don't know if I want to trust him necessarily, but he's not a huge threat. Wait, hang on, I got another question. Okay, so now we're talking about how the 7 mysteries are related to the Rite of Resurrection. About the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. The Rite of Resurrection was the thing that caused... Was the Rite of Resurrection itself. The Rite of Resurrection caused the 7 mysteries to be... Is what she's guessing. Secret of the rite is hidden within the mist. Okay. Starts with belief, and then talk about her dog. Looking into a way to bring someone back from the dead. Her dog. What the heck? Feels like the air just changed. Yoko, are you okay? No, this can't be. No. She's in no condition to keep yelling her name. Huh? What? Calling her name really going to hell. I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there. Yoko, look at me. You're going to be okay. It's alright. There's nothing there. Yoko! Oh, she still died? But we did get this new route. Okay. Shogo cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies, unmoving on the ground. Will his pleas get through to her? Alright, let's start this part. Okay, here we go. Hmm? Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that must have been it. My humors are off balance. What? Back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal. Okay, so remember, this Shogo has no idea about curses. So, this Shogo has no idea what's happening right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow? What? What? Are you blacking out? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? But what did she do? What activated the curse? What did she do that activated the curse that killed her? We killed 4 people. And yet we got soul drugs for 5. I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her? I don't know. I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Okay. So we're getting really far ahead now. Is it a different day? Alright, Kinchibori Park, Part 4. Worried about Yoko after her bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off their investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Okay. Alright, now it's 5 a.m. The last story ended around 3 a.m. In further news... Oh, we're dead. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in a Sumida City park. Are we dead? The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Okay, we died. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area at around the same time. So we got hit by a curse. Did we just finish the prologue? Hey, what's up, Pipe? How are you? We finished the prologue? Unless this is the end. Who cursed you? I don't know. Let's watch the opening. So, we died to someone we don't know of here. Pipe, did you just get in? Or have you been watching for a bit? Because if you just got in, I'll give a brief explanation of what's happened today. It's been kind of wild, actually. Okay, you just got in. So... Okay. So, can I see the... Let's check out the story chart here. That's probably fine. Okay, so we started the day around here, and remember we ended last stream at the school girl at the high school. She was a curse bearer. We killed her. I didn't kill her, I promise. I didn't push the button. And then we meet another curse bearer at a gardens, and she kills us. But then the storyteller, the old guy with the TV, he tells us, but now you know how the curse is activated. So, and you can talk to her again. So, basically what she did was she set us on fire. That was how we died. We burned, and we got set on fire. And so the storyteller tells us, you know how it's activated now. So you can fix this. Just talk to her again. So we go into the conversation again, but remember, the main character, Shogo, does not know what's going on. The storyteller's talking to me, the player. So, and because it's fire, I assume it has to do with the lighter that's on me. And so I have the option. So I go into my items, and I click the lighter, and it gives me the option to throw it away. So I throw it away, the lighter, and then the woman who killed me, who's the curse bearer, she freaks out, and she starts running away. We kill her. Again, I didn't kill her. The game just did it. And so we gain more soul dregs. At this point, we're at 92% soul dregs. Then we meet up with this other guy, or we don't meet up with him. We meet a guy at Ryogoku Bridge. He's another curse bearer. He comes right out and says it. And he's already activated we've already hit the conditions for his curse. So he offers, why don't we team up, and then I won't have to kill you here. And so, no matter what option I choose, actually ends up as death here. Because after I chose the first one incorrectly the first time, the storyteller's like, well, you should know how to how his curse is activated now. So I choose a different dialogue option, and it still ends in my death, uncontrollably. But the thing is, I wonder if I get how far this goes back. Not far enough. Not even close. The guy we meet, he tells us, anyone who hears my curse echo can't escape it, and they just die. And so, anyone who hears the voice of my curse echo dies. And so what do? I try a few different things, and I die 3 times to this guy. I die 3 times to this guy. And so I go into my options, and I start realizing, I was like, there's nothing I can do to to not die here. And I turn off my voice volume, and then I survive. I can't hear the voice of his curse echo anymore. So, he can't kill me. He runs, I kill him. I didn't kill him though, of course. The game kills him. And so that brings me over the 100% threshold. And then once I hit 100%, I just die. I think. It seems like I just died. And so it takes me to this. Then they introduced me to the story chart where I have to go. I go here, and when Yoko is screaming and when she dies, I tell her there's nothing there. There's nothing there, because I turned around and there's nothing there, right? Before, and I turned back around to Yoko and she's dead already. So I yell at her. There's nothing there. She actually survives this, and I send her home here. She goes home, and I investigate the park a little bit more on my own that night. And then that goes to here, where I die. And I don't know who kills me. But yeah, really cool stuff so far. That was my entire recap of today so far. And further news, we're done. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in a Sumida City Park. So are we now at the point where the game has started? Yeah, this was the prologue. We finished the prologue. Investigation is still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. I think Kat would like this game. Like where we learned that we died already. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. You mean in the very beginning when we saw the news report when Shogo died? That might be, yeah, that might be now. Kat should try this game. I think she'd like it. This game's very neat. It is a very, very cool visual novel so far. It's just like, yeah. Like already you could, like they made you mess with the audio in the prologue, which makes me really wonder what else they have in store for me here. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Okie's story to a close. Oh, rip. Oh wait. Oh, this is interesting. Because, okay, I think this is interesting because at the start of every chapter, it gives you the title card. It says, Shogo Okie, 3 a.m. And I didn't say this verbally, but I thought this in my head. I was like, huh, it says Shogo Okie's name, so that might mean that I get to play as other characters later. But this is not the end, far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Oh! Oh! Okay. So this is the woman that burned us and freaked out when we threw away the lighter. So she's a curse bearer. Haruo Shigemi, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Wow, that is dark. And that's who she wanted to resurrect. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the investigator. The chief inspector. The chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki. Oh, she's a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. Okay, I'm hyped. This is sick. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Okay, so we just the entire prologue was Shogo Okie's story. That's cool. Not dreams, crime scene investigation, spirit board. I think we're just gonna go down the line here and go Haruo Shigemi first. Not dreams. Alright, Haruo Shigemi. When the son of Haruo Shigemi was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haruo has hired a private investigator. Oh, he was the private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Okay. May those who mock fires something perish in flame. Kill them. Kill them! The flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the haunting clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire-starting device on their person. Alright. Neat. Okay. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. That was... It has been a really cool, like, 3-4 hours of gameplay so far. Very cool. Alright, there's that midnight. Shigemi Mansion Reception Room. This is her mansion. Back with me? Oh, back with me, ma'am? This guy's a countryman. I gave him a western accent. I think. Can't say I understand what just happened. But it certainly seemed to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams? Housewife. Haruwe Shigemi is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoko Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was a result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up, and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Haruwe to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shigemi family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many of the Shigemi line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Haruwe's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigemi clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Haruwe's marriage grew cold. Although she wants for nothing, she's isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haruwe a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haruwe spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haruwe's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haruwe left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of all the housework, Haruwe has nothing but time on her hands. She looks depressed. That would do it. Yep. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Oh, I give this guy the most ridiculous voice. Thinking face. Okay, I'm gonna... Since she's now the protagonist, I'm gonna use my normal voice because it's just easiest. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance. At long last. Flower arrangement. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Hanging scroll. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. Fax machine. What year is it? A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I really find a use for it. Rotary phone. The telephone. This mansion has a private line. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. Holy crap, color. Yeah. Dude, what year is this? This must be like 80s? 90s? Gotta be 80s, right? 70s? Earlier? Do I not know my time periods? Yeah, I was... 80s sounds reasonable. But with father and my husband being away so often, they quickly fell into disuse. The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. Oh, hello. Well, I'll be darned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it. It's Head Honcho from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They started showing up around town, and soon enough, they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes that they were made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh well, that's nice. I feel like this is a secret for the player, right? A secret for the player to find? Yeah. Oh, this is kind of neat though. This is kind of fun. I don't think this really does anything, but legend has it collecting them all will bring good luck. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. They must be really rich. The lights. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. It's my favorite part of the room. Nice. Okay. Alright, Victor Kai. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Oda City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. Hey now. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Alright, what update about Richter? Richter is usually a private investigator with an office in in Oda City, Tokyo. Hey, good son, what's up? How are you? Have you played this game? I feel like you'd like this game. I saw that you finished Ace Attorney. How was it? I still haven't played the second game in that, so I couldn't watch the second. I couldn't watch Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, the second game. But yeah, you haven't. Oh, this game is sick. I think you'd like it though. After taking on a request from Haruo Shigemi to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the Rite of Resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need, and quit the force to start his very own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has put his office in dire financial straits. How he's still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Erdio at Police Academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigation and telling his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably, I need to take a drink of water after this, dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted about searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office and, more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. Great Ace Attorney 2 is awesome. Nice. Okay, this is Paranormasight. It's very cool. I don't really know what I can say about it without spoiling too much, but it's like about the occult and like curses and stuff. Very neat. It's also relatively short and goes on sale pretty often, I think. So if you can find a good sale, I would recommend it. I'm not very far in. I'm only like 3-4 hours in. I think it's like a 10-hour game. Pipe for completion, full completion. I think something like that. Maybe like 15 hours. I don't know. Azure Heron Agency. Wow. Neat name. I'm not gonna read about it. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Can't tell me what that was about? Well, where to start? I keep switching between her voice and my own voice because she's the protagonist now. Right now. Interesting. Very interesting. So, the Haunting Clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse you'll need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe. I think it's crazy that she just told him this. You love the art style is really good, and so it's a horror VN, right? Good Son. And you didn't see it before, but the R360 views, like you can just like pan your camera through 360, and sometimes it'll scare you. That's all I'll say. It's great. It's great so far. Very, very, very good. The only thing I think could have made this better is voices, but you know what? I think it's nitpicking. I think it's an awesome game otherwise. Even without it. But I guess I have to now. I saw that cursed stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. You hate jump scares. Alright, well. They're not too bad. There's not too many that I've noticed. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance. At long last. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence. It is about belief. It's more than that. The art style makes up for it, though. It's so good. And they even, like, animate the little thing, like, a few things, right? Like, the eyes blinking, like, simple things like that. Looks good. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched into my soul, along with the curse echoes resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Breathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Dude, the man with her right now has got to be terrified. Look what she's saying. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I'll assure you see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief, talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Let's think again. My heart's still racing. This is at my chance. Okay, same thing. About the investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind this abduction and murder of Shuichi Shigemi. Wait, Shigima? Oh, yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember, you were just about to tell me. The Shigemi kidnapping overview. Okay, I'm going to read this. This might be helpful. A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida around 1 year ago. Haruo Shigemi's son, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school, with a ransom being demanded that same evening. I'm drinking water. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigemi family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruo reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed as Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case has long gone cold. Cool, okay. Persons of interest updated. Shuichi Shigemi, elementary school student. The only son of Haruo Shigemi, he was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi was a contentious, brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother, Haruo, amid his father's frequent absences. He dreamed of becoming a police officer and displayed diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age, likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment. Born in the early 70s. Okay, so he was 11. He was 11 when he died, or he'd be 11 now. Regardless, that means it's early 80s, and we're in the 80s, yeah. We're so smart. We're insane. He spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus, taking English lessons, and training in kendo. This dude sounds like the most Japanese kid I've ever heard of. Shuichi's tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them all to go out on a hunt for mockingbird stickers. Dude, is everyone into these mockingbird stickers right now? Okay, let's keep talking. About the investigation. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I've found, and then we can make a decision. Alright? You know, okay. I thought it would be a check mark right here if I can't do anything, but I guess I have to do these before going back to this. I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. And I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Oyoko River, here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice can be heard during the killer's calls. Wow, look at this deduction. This man is so smart. If you can hear his voice, he's probably in the same room. Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house. It's likely he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but exactly, Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gone into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So that means he trusted the person, assuming this is what happened. Maybe he... Wait, what? He could have trusted the person and then they dropped him off at the kidnapper's location? Or something? Or the kidnapper is the culprit himself. Or their accomplices. So did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Well, those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided the kidnapper must have gotten lucky. What? That's a random thought. Well, why not turn the police problem on its head? The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into the car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if they were somebody that he would have a reason to trust. A teacher perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. All the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. What if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? Oh. Interesting. That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigemi family had close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have. Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how many police officers stand out. That's sort of the point. After all, they're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. And no witnesses still. Yeah, that's a good point. But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. I mean, that's true. That's actually true. Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger. Often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gone into a car? He might have. That's an interesting thought. But again, it seems like the culprit over the phone was probably a man. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something here. And you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it was an accident from her. No way. I feel like she would have come forward then, no? Like, this thing would have been all over. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. Oh. She might not have realized she had anything to do with the case. I didn't realize he was about to talk about coming forward. So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with the young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe. So I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, asking if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. Turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Several hours earlier. We got in a flashback? Alright, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Look at this dude. Jonoichi. Okay. Got it. Well, Jonoichi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Shuichi Shigemi's kidnapping. Did I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget. I feel like are you supposed to like reveal yourself like that? Huh, I don't know. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who was trying to kill you? A student called Michio Shiraishi. Wait. Oh! Wait, so if I load... let's just load this real quick. It's possible to experience all the story has to offer without reloading your data. Oh. I want to see if Michio Shiraishi is the girl that you can play as, like the third protagonist. I don't remember her name. Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. Bruh. It's nothing like that. That girl. She's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shiraishi. I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema. No way. I need to check the VOD to see if that's her name. I'm gonna check it right now, actually. I'm just curious, just the name. You don't trust this? I don't trust it. I'm not sure if I trust his account either, but I just want to see if it's the same name at least. The same name might be something at least, you know? Okay. Alright. Haruo Shigema, Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Okay. No, the girl's name was Yako Sakazaki. Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him. I'm sure of it. Or at least, she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why did you tell anybody? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You told me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you spilled the beans? Yes, that's it. Exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. Arrest her. I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying. But it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. Look at his face right now. Oh, wait, my camera's in the way. Look at his lips. Oh, I'm trying to do it in the camera, but you can't actually see the camera right now. Something like that. I don't know. It's true. Her house. It's... Ah, forget it. Why even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey! Wait, so is he gonna talk to Michio now? That sounds... If she's a curse bearer, that's risky. And that's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought this mention of curses was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Jonoichi. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then this schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. Okay. At last, we got a lead. Hopefully, it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Dude, how many people are reading occult magazines here? Why? Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gore details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. No, I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers have been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered. Hashtag sponsored by the occult magazines. What if I hadn't sent him to school? I mean, how can you know though? Like, what if I hadn't sent him to school? That's crazy. Like, that's insane talk. You can't blame yourself for that. What if I just paid... Oh. What if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I just paid the ransom? The ransom is fair. Like, man, police prideful just thinking that they should just not pay the ransom. Now, a day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Shuichi would still be alive. Can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the right? Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. But, and this is a big but. We love big buts. If this ride is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear, what have I got myself into? If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am. Not even for a client. Oh. Oh, that is interesting. So you gotta... Alright, how are we gonna... I mean... Probably, this is what she would say, right? I'll pay you. She has money. They live in a mansion. She would say this. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, man, but not everyone has a price. I've got my policies and I stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, man, I can help you out. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they've filled it with soul dregs? If that was all they were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stone curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? He's not saying that. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warn you now. My. Okay. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunted clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money will be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly, your haunted clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't need the warning. Seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? Target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you were there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. So it's good work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second. At the last second? Oh, an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. Well, maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just a curse. You flatterer. I don't know if that was flattery. As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Right then, have you decided what you want me working on? Ooh. Honestly, like, I would rather him work on the kidnapping, but... Okay, we'll just say the kidnapping. Finally I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command, man. I'll focus all my efforts on looking into the kidnapping. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises. Could you search for the other curse bearers? Yeah. Alright, I see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. All the good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So, it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up, I can start asking questions. I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. This dude must be getting paid a lot. I've been trying to find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Now then. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright. There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. You think you can see out of both eyes? Oh. Great question. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. How's this, like, this picture look of him? I don't know, man. You know how anime, like, even if there's something in the way, sometimes they'll draw the outline of the eye anyway? Things like that. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, I said this is a short stream, and I'm gonna hold to that. This is a good stopping point, and I think I'm gonna go. But yeah, this game is sick. I'm super excited to play more. Such a cool game. Hoping to be back on Saturday. We'll see. Yesterday I couldn't do it, but I'll hopefully be back this Saturday. But yeah, thanks, Good Son, for stopping in. Thank you, Pipe, for being here. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And yeah,